football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Demon Deacons will put total leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Edwards. Gets it across the 20 to the 21 and not... What he would have picked up just taking the touchback. On the run, it's Edwards. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Power football with the run. Crosses to 40. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out.
Johnson wants to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, create some early momentum in this football game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On the run, deep down the right side.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On third down, going up top. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Demon Deacons come to...
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try the run. He's in open space downfield. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Extending the play. On the move, he fires. Trying to bull his way in. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Demon Deacons started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Johnson looking to throw. Get it out on the screen.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line them up in different places and even throw them the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Makes the grab. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. Offense gets set for second down. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
It's really early in the game right now, and it's fourth and short, fourth and medium maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Offense working from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. Turning on the Jets. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that didn't.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Hand off from the shotgun. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 40, there he goes. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Wake. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Trying play action. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. A first half turnover. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. By the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking for a man. It's Green. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
A strike downfield. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And back in the day, you used to line up, and your tight end was a blocker, and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Arkansas. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Johnson looking to throw. Close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and no good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to throw, it's Green. Pocket breaking down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Got the back over the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Kansas State pushing the pace.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Edwards. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice.
And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The DBs will back off a bit. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here's a heat. He throws one to the left. Makes the grab inside the 30. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Still looking. It's a running room. He goes out.
Pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. There's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Got his man. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Oh, they're after him. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Johnson looking to throw. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Starts to scramble to the left. He'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this first down. I have a play, but sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Gets it out quickly. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Kansas State quick to the line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.